I bought way too many books this month. It's a good thing I got some really good deals. Hi everyone, it's Kaylee and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna go through my November stats with you, as well as show you all the books that I bought in a little book haul. There were a lot this year. This makes up for last month, which I think had like 3 or 4 books. This one has a lot. I did do some thrift book shopping. I hit up library book sales. So I did not pay full price for all of these books because I cannot afford that. But let's dive right in and see what my stats look like. These are my reading stats for November 2023. As you can see, I read 29 books, 5,141 pages, and listened to 126 hours. Most of my books were lighthearted, funny, and emotional this month. I don't really pay attention to the pace. As for page numbers, 10 books were between 300 and 500 pages, and 8 books were shorter than 300. And then audiobooks, I had 3 books that were shorter than 8 hours, 7 books that were between 8 and 16 hours, and 1 book that was longer than 16 hours. I didn't read any nonfiction this month. It was all fiction. I read 28 of the 29 books were romance, and that's not surprising, but I did get 1 mystery in there. I will show you it a bit later. And for format, I listened to 11 audiobooks, read 16 ebooks, and 2 print books. And then for my star rating, my average star rating was 3.91 stars, which is pretty good for me. I had a lot of 4 stars this month. And then I read 3 5-star books, 2 4.5 stars, 17 4 stars, 1 3.5 star, and 6 3-star books. And then I will show you a little list of the books. As you can see, some of these might not look familiar. I might not have posted them as shorts reviews because I tend not to review shorts like novellas, which to me is anything less than 200 pages. And I also don't review anything that's not a romance. I might change the novella thing next year. Oh, there's that, The Christmas Jigsaw Murders. That was a mystery I read. I might change the novella rule for myself for my 2024 reviews. I haven't officially decided, but I've been thinking about that. But check in a few weeks and I'm going to post my 2024 plans for my channel, and so you can check out and see what I decided then. And that is it. Those are all the 29 books that I read in the month of November. So I am on track to hit my 365 book goal this year. I need to read at least 26 in December to hit 365. I'm already 4 books ahead. Storygraph tells me I'm 4 books ahead of where I should be in the goal. So fingers crossed, I should be able to read 26. I do have from December 23rd to January 8th off from work for Christmas. My office is closed, so I probably won't listen to many audiobooks during that time. So hopefully I can get my print and ebook up during then so that I can make my goal. But now for the fun part, let's see all of the books that I bought. It's a lot, so buckle up. I'm going to try to remember where I got all of these. I will not have a clue for any of the prices except for maybe some of the used books, but I will try to remember where I got them. I had a lot. The first one I got is Woke Up Like This by Amy Leah. I love her. I haven't read this book yet. It's a Mindy Kaling book club. It looks so good and so funny. It kind of gives me like 13 going on 30. What was it? No, the Jennifer Garner 13 going on 30. But do you know which one I'm talking about? It kind of gives me that vibe, but I'm really excited. But I love Amy Leah. I love her influencer series, the X's and O's, and she's got a new one coming out called The Catch. I can't remember what book one was called, but I loved it. So yeah, this one was because my husband convinced me to go to work with him and help him with a task at work. So I told him that in order to do that, he was going to buy me a book. So yeah, sometimes I get books with a little bit of blackmail, but next up, I hit the Indigo buy 3 get for the 4th one free. And the reason I did it is because the new Indigo exclusive cover of the Graham Effect, I love the purple cover. The normal cover is like an orangey, kind of pinky kind of color, and I love the purple cover. I have already read this. I will link the review up in the corner. This book, I love Elle Kennedy. And so because I needed to buy that and they had a sale on, I had to buy the rest of the books. So the other ones I got are Twisted Love, the first book in the Anna Young's Twisted series. I haven't read that yet. That's on my TBR for 2024. I got B.K. Borison's Love Light Farms. Also haven't read this. I'm hoping to read this in December because what is more Christmassy than a Christmas tree farm? So I got to read that in December. And the 4th one I got is Well Played by Jen DeLuca. Now I have read this whole series, though I do hear she might be coming out with a 5th one next year. And if she does, I'm so excited. But I love this Renaissance series. Well Played is the 2nd book in the series, and I love all 4 of them, and I intend to buy all 4 of them. This is just the only one that they had in stock at the time. Gravity. I'm totally gonna have to make 2 piles over here. Okay, the next ones I bought were, of course, Iron Flame, and because I am a lemming, I jumped on the bandwagon and bought the special edition 4th Wing. I have read Iron Flame, and I will link the description. I will link my review in the corner, but I haven't actually even read. This comes with a bonus chapter from Zayden's point of view. I haven't even had time to read it yet. I haven't cracked the spine or touched this book, but I love the black binding. It's on the same on Iron Flame. I love Sprayed Edge. So pretty. Next up is from my thrift, spend a day thrift shopping with me. If you haven't watched that video, you should check it out. I went around to some of my local thrift stores while listening to the audiobook version of Iron Flame. And 2 of the books that I bought, I got these ones at Value Village. The first one is 80 Days to Elsewhere by Casey Dyer. I have not heard anything about this, but it looks really cute. I love a road trip romance, and that's what this one looks like. The back of it has like the Eiffel Tower and Big Ben, and it also looks like it has some like New York City skylines. So I'm really excited to dive into this one. This one though, I ended up getting it for $6.99, which is, Value Village books are getting way too expensive for me. I remember when they used to be like $3 or $4 and now like $7. But I went to Value Village first only because it opened first in my city. And so I bought it because it looked adorable. And then when I went to my local Salvation Army, which is another place that I like to check out books from, I found this exact same book in better condition because this one has like ick on the back from the label before, for $4. But you can't return books to Value Village, so I'm stuck with this copy, and yeah, not hugely impressed, but it was my own fault. I should always go to the cheaper bookstores before I go to the more expensive ones. And the last one I got is Meg and Joe by Virginia Cantra. I have read this book already. I found this is book 1 in the series. I found book 2 at my dollar store last year, at the end of last year. And this is a 2-part Little Women retelling. So the first book, Meg and Joe, is obviously half the story from Meg and Joe's alternating perspective. And the second book is called Beth and Amy. It's the conclusion to Little Women told from Beth and Amy's point of view. And so I listened to this as an audiobook because that's all my library had. And then I read the physical copy of my physical copy of Beth and Amy. And I love this series. I love a Little Women retelling. So when I found this book at Value Village for $7.99, they really are getting expensive. But I guess compared to the $22 in Canada, $7.99 is not bad. I knew I had to get that one too. Next up is It Happened One Christmas by Chantal Gatirin. I'm not sure how to say her name. I have read a few books by her. I really love her. She has one called Insta Mom, and then one that it has 2 different names. There's a Canadian name and an American name, and I can't remember what the names of that one are. It's like a road trippy type one. She goes to London to meet a audiobook narrator, and it was really funny. I really enjoyed it. So when she found out she had a Christmas one, I had to buy this one. I'm hoping to read this one in December, obviously before Christmas. And this one I think I just got at Walmart. It was a day and I needed a book. Sometimes it's really the only excuse I need. Next up, I got The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. And as you can see, I have actually annotated this one. I read this one first back in 2022, sometime in the summer, I think. And I really enjoyed it. I really, really like Catherine Center's books. So when I read this one when it first came out, and then I found it at my library book sale. That's why, like, you can tell it's a old library copy. I found it and so it was $2. That's how much they charge for hardcovers at my library book sale. And because of that, I decided that I was going to try to annotate my first book. I've never annotated a book before. I'm going to post a video. I'm hoping next week. I will try to remember to come back and post a card to link you to that video about how my first annotating experience was. And yeah, I will let you know, hopefully let you know when that one goes up. And the last 3 books I got are Wait For It by Jen McKinley. I have read this one. I love Jen McKinley. I love almost everything she writes, romance-wise. I haven't read any of her. She has a few cozy mystery series, and I'm just not in a cozy mystery headspace right now, so I haven't tried any of those, but she has a few like rom-com romancy ones, and this one was really good. I really enjoyed this one. But yeah, so I love Jen McKinley. She is one of my favorite authors. Next up, I have The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. I've also read this. I've read this whole series. What's the series called? I don't know what the series is called, but it starts with the wedding date. I've read the whole series. I think it had 6 books. I loved all of them. This one is book 2. It wasn't my favorite in the series, but I will tell you why I bought it in a second. And last up is The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, and I haven't read this one yet. The reason I bought these 3 books is because I was scouring Facebook Marketplace, and there was a lady who was selling a whole bunch of trade paper romances and stuff. These were and she was only wanting $8 per book, which I know I complained about it from Value Village, but that's a huge corporation. So I bought these for $8 a piece from a lady off of Facebook Marketplace, and these were the only 3 that she had listed that I hadn't, that either I didn't own or that I didn't have any intention of owning. Like, these were the only ones that I know I've already read 2 of them, but they're ones that I would reread. They're series that I really like and one that I wanted to read. So that's why I decided to pick those up. So that is all of them. That's all the books that I bought. There are 14. Those are my November stats for this month, as well as my way too big book haul. I can't believe that this month. But yeah, thanks for watching. Check back with me at the beginning of January. I am hoping that I might get some books for Christmas. I've given my husband some ideas, maybe my mom, I don't know. But yeah, check back with me at the beginning of January for my December stats and see my December book haul. Thanks for watching. Bye.